more on this. Salem, Vice President for Policy Analysis at the Middle East Institute, joins me now. Good to speak to you. So, President Trump is hosting the Lebanese Prime Minister. I believe Hariri's last visit to the US was in 2015, and a lot has changed since then. Can we define Trump's policy on Lebanon, and what can we expect out of this visit?
Well, I think this is a very important visit. The last time that Mr. Hariri visited the White House as a prime minister, which was earlier than that, he entered the meeting with President Obama as a prime minister and exited the meeting as a private citizen, because at that time Hezbollah withdrew its support and the government collapsed in Beirut. Now he is coming in a different mood. I think this meeting with the new American president will give him high visibility. The relationship with Mr. Trump, we know that Mr. Trump appreciates personal relationships. I think this will strengthen Mr. Hariri's hand as a representative of Lebanon internationally, and will strengthen his hand in the region as well, trying to ensure that Lebanon receives support and aid in its very difficult situation. Obviously, the two leaders will discuss bilateral issues. The U.S. supports the Lebanese army, but that support with the new White House budget is to be slashed. The U.S. Also is very concerned about Hezbollah in Lebanon, and there's potential legislation that might affect Lebanon's banking system. I'm sure,
as you just mentioned, Lebanon receives an annual support of about $80 million in foreign military financing. But the claims on Lebanese army supporting Iran-backed Hezbollah seems to be blocking the way in Congress, isn't it? How do you see that going if that money is cut to relations?
I think the relationship will remain very strong regardless, because the U.S. military, the Department of Defense, U.S. CENTCOM, which is responsible for that region, has a very, very close relationship with the Lebanese army and the very highest regard for what the Lebanese army has been able to do to protect Lebanon from ISIS and Al-Qaeda groups from Syria. So the military, the U.S. military relationship with the Lebanese military will remain extremely strong. The 80 million in support was significant, it was helpful, but that is not the only thing. And indeed, it was the White House general approach to budget cutting across the board that impacted that budget more than any particular suspicion of the Lebanese army.
Salem, thank you very much for joining us there.